Hi, welcome to Community Hotline. My name is Monica Weitzel. We're here in Gresham at MetroEast Community Media. Thanks for joining us today. We have a full show, and we're going to start out talking with Free Geek. Free Geek is a great organization that has some wonderful services for the community. And to tell us about them, we're going to be talking with Colleen Dixon, the Director of Development and Public Services. Thanks for being here, Colleen.
Yeah, thank you.
And Omar Vargas, the Front Desk Supervisor and all-around good guy.
Thank you.
Now tell me, Free Geek, how long has it been around and why was it started? Who wants to answer that one for me?
Free Geek has been in Portland around 14 years. Free Geek was created in 2002.
Okay.
And it starts a local, small organization. Actually, the people were taking donations in several parts of town. Recycling, it was a bunch of geeks who decided that we do have to recycle, we do have to take care of the planet somehow, and they decide to start taking all the electronics that were around to recycle in the best way possible.
Because they take up a huge amount of room in the landfill. So let me back up a little bit. There are some people who might not know what Free Geek is. So tell us, you mentioned recycling of electronics. Tell us exactly what it is that Free Geek does, if you could.
So Free Geek basically is a non-profit organization. Our principal objective is to reuse and recycle the technology in order to take it back to the community in exchange of volunteer work. That's kind of the summary of mission statement. That includes also education, and one of the principal parts we have as part of our mission statement is breaking the technological barrier.
Meaning that technology isn't available to everybody as it should be, but we're all needing it more and more in our lives. Do you find that a lot, that run into people that don't have that?
Well, we get to solve, I mean, our mission solves this puzzle in this amazing way, right? We get it, people have all this technology that they're done with. They don't know what to do with it.
Right.
They don't want to throw it in the trash. It has their data on it. They don't know where to recycle it. They don't know what to do with it. And then we have all these people in the community that don't have access to technology and don't have what they need. So we can kind of serve two purposes and kind of play matchmaker, right?
Yeah.
We get to take those donated items, then we get to give them a second life and give them to folks in the community who need them. So it's a real win-win for the community. So yeah, we definitely, we see people every day who are getting their first computer that they've ever owned, from kids to seniors.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
So now you mentioned something about people don't want to get rid of them because it has their data on them, but you are able to help with that issue as well. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. We take data security very seriously. So all of the donations that come in our door, the first thing that we do is wipe all of the data off of them. So they go into a secure data area that's a staff-only area, and we wipe all of the information. And if for any reason there's a damaged hard drive or we're not able to get all of that information off of there, we destroy it. So of course our first goal is reuse, so we want to be able to reuse those drives, but if there's any risk of data, we will destroy them, so we'll just punch a hole through them.
That's very reassuring. I'm sure to a lot of people it would be reassuring to me.
Yeah, because you never know when you're putting something in the trash or donating it to just a regular kind of secondhand spot.
I mean, there's lots of good organizations that will take them, but if they aren't set up to actually take care of that issue, then you're not really sure what's going to happen. So So it's Free Geek. So this, I assume, means everything is free then, correct? You have free workshops and trainings, and the computers are free. Tell me a little bit about how that works.
So basically, let's say that you want to donate a computer. You come to Free Geek, you give us the computer, we will wipe out the hard drive. We will ask you for a donation if it's possible for you to help us, so that we'll continue helping us to work in the community. That computer will go through a process where volunteers will check the computer, if the computer is working or not working, and then if it is in working conditions, the computer will be rebuilt. So one is one of the programs we have. It's called the Build program, where we rebuild computers. The other process is all the other items that we receive, they go to the adoption program. So we take the donation, the donations goes to our warehouse where the donations are going to be sorted, and we always also take apart the computers that we are not going to reuse, are going to be taken apart, or we have a space for people to work in our warehouse, from children 5 to adults of 90 years old. Everybody can work at Free Geek.
And they can work there to do what? Well, I mean, why would they work there?
Yeah.
You will work in the adoption program. What they will be doing, taking apart components, they will be sorting donations. If you work 24 hours with us, you help us 24 hours, it could be done in 1 week, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months.
So that's a volunteer position then?
After 24 hours, you will get a computer, and that's a full computer. You will get a computer, a monitor, a keyboard, a mouse, and the speakers.
For working 24 hours?
For working 24 hours.
That's kind of a heck of a deal.
Yeah. Connecting people to technology in exchange for community service, and that's that community service piece where, like Omar said, we have those two programs, the adoption program and the build program. And that's one way we differ from other electronics recyclers. A lot of recyclers environmentally, will just shred electronics and then magnetize out the different pieces. We're actually disassembling computers and different equipment. So we're sorting out all the steel, all the hard plastics, and ensuring that all of those components go to ethical recyclers. So recyclers that aren't shipping things overseas, that aren't using prison labor, have good environmental practices. So really ensuring that the recycling that we're doing is environmentally and ethically sound.
Isn't that kind of the point of recycling?
Yeah. Well, you'd be surprised.
No, I wouldn't, but yes.
And so that's what our volunteers are helping with, is really disassembling and sorting those parts of the electronics that we're not going to be able to refurbish. So after 24 hours of that work, they're taking home a computer. And then, as Omar mentioned, in our build program, that's where you're learning how to build computers, and it's a little bit more involved. So that's kind of testing and refurbishing computers. And in that program, you build 5 computers for the community, and the 6th one you build for yourself to take home.
That's so great. I mean, just learning to build a computer, I'm sure you learn an amazing amount about the computers themselves.
Yeah.
So people that really have no knowledge can come in and you'll teach them how to do that.
Absolutely.
So that is the fun part of the build program, that it could be made for a child of 7, 8 years old.
Really?
So any adult. And people who never have experience working with computers, they can do the whole process easily. We do have, the program was created in order to help anybody.
And see, that's so great. And actually, I bet the 7 and 8 year olds catch on faster than I would.
Well, you would be surprised, actually, our laptop build volunteers, that room is almost all seniors.
Really?
I'd say it's probably, I would 90% seniors.
Because that's one of the groups that traditionally haven't had much use for computers in the past.
Well, they're very skilled. Yeah, they're all in there working on laptops, rebuilding laptops, refurbishing them, testing them. We really do. We have a very diverse group of volunteers in age, all sorts of.
And you do have some of your workshops and classes are in Spanish, correct?
We do have the build program. We do have the build program in English and Spanish. The program in Spanish is happening on Saturdays.
Okay.
So every Saturday we have instructors. We have a series of volunteers who are bilingual, so they help all volunteers in English and Spanish. But the focus is to work with the Latino community.
Right, great. And it's an ever-growing population here, so that's meeting a need there too. So. The seniors and anybody actually who lives in this world is going to need a computer, or at least know how to use a computer. I mean, I'm amazed. I just go to get my hair cut and you have to sign in on an iPad or a tablet of some kind. And there's people that are older that have trouble with that. And it's hard to know how to use it, or even just using the credit card thing, just those little things. But it's become so prevalent now that really people have to learn how to do that to keep up, or just looking for a job and that kind of thing. So I think that's a great service. You mentioned your volunteers, and we talked about your volunteers a little bit. What you have the volunteers that teach classes, bilingual and other. You have the volunteers who are part of the program to actually earn a computer. What other volunteer opportunities are there for people?
Yeah, so we have a variety. Our main ones are that build program and the adoption program. We have a ton of internships, so you can intern to do anything at Free Geek, whether it's from working in our tech. We provide tech support in classes with all of our computers, so you can learn tech support skills, you can learn teaching skills, you can do reception work at our front desk, office work, accounting work. We have a lot of different, we have a thrift store where we're selling a lot of things.
And I've been to that thrift store quite a few times.
Definitely how we fund a huge part of our operation. There's all sorts of things available in there. We also have online sales where we sell kind of more vintage collectible things. And those areas both have internship availability. So yeah, it's pretty much whatever you're interested in, you can kind of plug in. We also have a board of directors. We're always looking for board members.
You're looking for a new CEO now, aren't you? Is that right?
We're hiring our first executive director ever. We're searching for that, so definitely check that out.
There's some changes coming.
Yeah.
Well, you have to keep up with everything else. So tell me a little bit about the internships. How would somebody go about doing that? Do they have to be part of a program? Or just individuals can do that? And how does that work?
So we have a lot of people that apply for internships, and we definitely try to prioritize folks who are trying to, to build career skills and get.
These are unpaid, I assume.
And they range 3 to 6 months, and so you can apply for those by just going to our website. We have a list of all the available internships in the application process.
You brought a video of about, I think it's from one of your volunteers, or about one of your volunteers while we're on the subject. Can you tell me a little bit about what we're going to see on that?
Yeah, so we brought a little video. This is made by a student, Robert Redding, who made this video about one of our volunteers, Charles Dory. And it's great because you get to see a little bit of the inside of our operation, but it's about Charles volunteering, building laptops in our lab with our laptop crew, and donating, working his 24 hours to get a computer, and then getting the computer, customizing it for his mom for her birthday, and presenting it to her as a birthday gift.
How cool.
Which is the thing that people frequently will volunteer with us and then give their computer to someone, because a lot of people don't need the computer but know folks who do.
Right. That's wonderful. Okay, well, I think we should take a look at that now.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
My name is Charles. I go by Carlos. His last name Dory. And I've been going to Free Geek for the past year and a half. Volunteer some time, get a desktop, and I was like, it's amazing. When I went into the internship, I just went straight into laptop build, and I was so lucky because I liked that one. It's like,
we got this free computer.
I was excited. I think the first desktop, it was, woo, this is heavy. It was free, trying to get the bags. I didn't have a car, taking the bus. I think it's the joy of giving someone, okay, here's the desktop, all the pieces, the speakers. It's free. I've done the work for you. And for me, learning how to build the laptops for people who are doing the desktops, it's, you empower yourself. Your self-confidence goes up. I've learned something that I'm proud of. And I think a lot of people need to be more proud of themselves. My mother doesn't have a computer, so it's 24 hours, so my mother can have a computer, and then I put the music on there and all that for her.
No way! No way! No way! Charles, man, you're too sweet. Thank you. You didn't even tell me. Charles. Wow. Wow. This is big. I'm blown away.
So it actually has some of your favorite songs from when you were born and where you hang out. It's all on the computer. I'm going to add more. So that's all done for your birthday. So happy 66th birthday.
Thank you so much, Charles. I can't believe you. Man, come here. Charles, you always surprising me. Man, oh, Charles.
I'm not like a huggy feely guy.
Charles.
And then there's the ice cream I made, the sorbet. Yeah.
Computer? You guys coming over here filming and everything? I feel like a movie star. Like I made the Oscars. Wow.
Well, I have like, it's 150, there's 600 videos that I downloaded on here for her. I'm very impatient, so I'll show you a few things, but I think it's smarter for you to go to Free Geek, and the classes are free whether you're volunteering or not. And here's the shock of the century. There we go. And
oh my goodness. You see this? Oh, Charles, no. Oh,
so
Charles.
make that.
I was so young. Look at me.
Now that's your screensaver of you on your
Charles,
computer. So.
No. What do I have on?
Like a point where videos on how to make gazpacho, peach cobbler, hummus, learning Chinese Mandarin on here.
Oh, I got a computer for my birthday. I got love. This is love.
That was great. Oh, Charles.
Yes.
That was so
Very
great. I
sweet.
love that. Oh. Okay, so that's a great idea for people who are looking for something to give somebody they can't afford. So we're almost out of time, so I just want to reiterate that you have the thrift store, and you're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 6?
Yes.
Okay, and at the thrift store you donate all kinds of things, not just computers. You'll accept anything that plugs into a computer, any kind of electronics, phones, clocks, any of that thing, any of those kind of things.
Yeah, at our donation center. The thrift store is a little different of
Okay,
a spot, but
that's
yes,
at the donation center. And the donation center at the same place?
Yeah, we're all in the
10th?
same location where you volunteer, donate, shop.
Southeast 10th
Yeah,
Avenue, okay.
yeah.
And then if people are interested in volunteering, I understand you have orientations every day. So the
Yeah.
days are open Tuesday through Thursday, both at 11 a.m. and 4 p.m.?
Yeah, we do just a short 30-minute volunteer orientation tour, often
And we
given by
have one
Ola.
in Spanish on Saturdays at 12 p.m.
Perfect, wonderful.
Yes.
And real quick, there is a free Geek hardware grants program for nonprofits who are qualifying. So if you're a nonprofit and you're looking for some hardware, then get in contact with you and find out what that's about.
Absolutely, we love to
Okay.
support community change organizations like
Wonderful.
ourselves.
Yeah, there you go. Wonderful organization. Thank you both so much for being on the show tonight.
Thank you for having
You
us.
bet. Thanks for watching Community Hotline. Free Geek is a great asset, a wonderful resource for the community. Do check out their website, find out more, and if you need a volunteer opportunity, you know where to go. I'm Monica Weitzel. Don't go away. We'll be right back with more of Community Hotline.
My documentary was more than I ever would have dreamed of doing.
This is a community media station.
It was phenomenal.
Ready, camera one.
What is it about this place that makes so many different people come together?
Ready, camera two.
Very professional, experienced people.
You can use these industry standard pieces of equipment.
Ready, camera three. Take three.
You don't have to be rich to do this.
Open people's eyes to something they've never even thought of before.
Cool stuff happens. It becomes this community.
That's going to really change who's telling the stories and who's controlling the messaging.